Where to, navigator? The Isle of Penance, a prison made for souls. Prisoners who died before serving their full sentence are brought to places like this to complete their punishment. Their lingering souls are scraped from their bodies with fire-blessed tools before they are incarcerated in sacred urns. Thousands of them are entombed in the belly of the fortress, while their bodies have long been discarded. Rumor has it that some souls have been held here for over a century, long driven mad by their imprisonment. Sadly, we lack the means to destroy this prison, and must leave most of them to their terrible fate. We arrive at the Isle of Penance.
Pretty daring of Mordechai to hide a clue here. What led you to think that he did?
Years ago, an old acquaintance of the captain was imprisoned here. Her name was Bonefinger Barb.
I see. One of bone and fingers cold.
Precisely. Though how she is linked to the captain's treasure, I cannot say.
Well, let's ask her then. How do we get her soul out of this hellhole?
Touch the energy reliquium on top of the soul prison. I will handle the rest. Now, choose our landing, navigator.
Of course.
An obvious choice. I'll rest a bit instead.
Let's try a new recipe. A good starter.
Bonefinger Barb. Who was she to Mordechai?
Both she and us were part of the Dead Man's fleet during the evacuation of Port Royal. She and the captain fought a group of prognosticars together. I might have helped a little. When the captain lost his hand to a burning blade, it was she who salvaged it in the chaos. We were thick as thieves afterwards. Went on many a voyage once the fleet disbanded.
Another round?
What do we have here?
Simple.
The White Crow stands ready.
Strange.
I see where this is going. Death comes to greet you.
Work never ends, it seems.
Come to
So
me.
long as man has capacity for sin, our task remains.
At your service.
My blade is ready. The fight begins.
My soul is razor sharp. Always move forward.
I cannot. It will be done. Hesitation is defeat. Preparation. Raise with your legs. The Mali remember us.
The court is in session. Silence descends. The future calls. La pequeña muerte. Let's get a better view.
I see.
Iron judgment. I am a better shot.
Remind me to never annoy you, Teresa.
Ah, swift justice. Change in position.
Ready to serve.
I like it
Cut
already.
through the shadows.
A record of the past.
Let's get moving, eh?
Sometimes they follow me into my dreams.
I like these odds. How did Barb end up in this forsaken place?
It's her own fault she got stuck here. She sold us out to the Inquisition bounty hunters.
Now that's harsh, even for a pirate.
We had a falling out. I still think it was because the captain decorated his hat with his chopped off hand. Horrible fashion. Regardless, we escaped the Zealot's ambush, so they put Barb in here instead.
I've seen it happen. Once more onto the breach. Ah, more target practice. Change in position.
Sometimes I wonder if death isn't punishment enough.
Why should death reduce their sentence, especially in these parts?
Through the flames.
What do we have here?
Balanced.
No
to
second thoughts,
perfection.
eh?
A solid
Heave-ho.
execution, Afia.
Ready to serve. Aye.
To be confined. Well, now, even when the body is long gone. What a dreadful fate.
They may blame the curse, not us. Death doesn't mean what it used to.
Our objective is clear. The expected outcome. Ah, a recipe for further strategy. The fight begins.
I'm glad
One-arm
our
technique.
souls will be spared such a cruel.
Sufficiently.
Indeed, so long as we do not stray from the main.
Magata.
Still breathing. Still sane.
My galley is the battlefield.
Well, now.
A good starter.
Mournful cries.
Let's see what's up.
Sometimes they follow me.
Consider it done.
Be glad that it's just wailing. When you're down there, sometimes you see things.
Teresa, ready to serve. Another round in the circus. Ash for your eyes.
Skewer the heart.
At your service. See you around,
Fire.
friend.
Ready.
I like it already. And so we try again. Onward.
The fire hungers for us.
My blade is ready. On my way. I am the blade. I follow the plan.
What's in it for me? Always move forward.
Anyone hungry? Good taste.
My soul is razor sharp. Well, well. Let's send them on their way. Straight to the point.
Still breathing. Still same. Preparation is key.
My body fades. I'll be there.
I move.
Let's get a better view. Good for another shot.
What do we have here?
The fight begins.
Dicho y hecho.
I extend my reach through you. I summon the soul of Bonefinger Bar. Marley, you stinking sloop. Hello, Bonefinger. I believe you have something for us.
You leave me for decades in this hellhole, and that's the first thing you say?
The captain rarely mentioned you after your betrayal.
Oh, he remembered me enough to use me as a piece in his little puzzle, the old bilge rat. But he's gone now, isn't he? He said as much when he snuck in here.
What did he tell you?
Said this was a precaution. A way to make amends. Said if you showed up, he was already dead. He told me where he hid that rotten old thing for you. Free me, and I'll show you.
Very well. Betray us, and I'll put you back.
Yes! Free at last! To feel the sea breeze on my fleeting shape again. So long, you musty old bark. And don't worry. X always marks the spot, eh?
I like her guts.
As did the captain. Though I like her better in soul form.
Pretty harsh to leave someone rotting in this prison.
She deserved it. Her betrayal cut the captain deeply. I suppose he saw this as a just way to even things out between them.
What would you have done if she'd betrayed us?
I'd have unleashed a memory, and she'd be back in her urn. I stand
That's some
ready.
spice.
What would we have to do
I
to free
thought
the other
so.
souls?
The energy reliquium can only summon one soul every hour. It would take time that we don't have.
We have cannons, eh? Why not blow this place sky high?
The urns are secured with a tiny spark of Maiden's fire. Any damage to them, and the soul inside would be consumed.
I feel rotten leaving them all imprisoned here.
As do I, Navigator. But we have no choice.
Consider it done.
Curious. That relic. Am I seeing this correctly? The captain's hand. I thought he'd got rid of it for good. And yet, here it is.
That should do the trick. So this is the hand he lost at Port Royal.
I still remember the burning city. The screams of the innocent.
Now
We'd
we're
saved as
getting
many as we
somewhere.
could. Even with my power, it took us countless attempts. The captain had just brought the last of the evacuees on board. And I noticed his hand was severed. I wanted to try again, but he refused. It was the smallest sacrifice. Saving his hand meant more lives lost to the zealots.
You did the right thing. They still sing shanties on Soulspire about you and the fleet.
It's all a memory now. What matters is that we have the relic. Return to me, everyone.
Quickly.
Teresa, ready to serve. I've seen it happen.
Let's see what's out.
Hey!
My sight reaches far.
Back to the
another
valley and
question.
fast.
The crow flies. Silence descends.
Is that?
The future calls. Back to the Marley. Close your eyes.
Mr. Mercury, at the ready! Pure dead brilliant! I tell ya, what's, cooking?
I'm currently boiling ghost wheats with a hint of rotten lemongrass.
Aha! It does smell the part.
Hmm.
In a good way, of course.
How can I help you, John?
I need starfish intestines and turtle eggs.
That horrible recipe again. You know I have several ideas on how to refine it.
Ah, Toyer, it's supposed to be ghastly, not gourmet.
All right. I have a starfish here, but it is my last one. I cannot part with it. My turtle eggs are already missing. I presumed you'd already taken some for your leisure.
You know, I never take one without asking.
No, you usually ask. I say no, we play cards, you lose, and then you take them anyway.
As I said, I never take without asking.
Look, go talk to Estelle. She guards the Mari's turtle pasture. See if you can get past her and get some eggs.
Ah, you're a good lad, Toyer Aviga. I'll go see Estelle right away.
Come now, you're the only one who can
You
help.
picked the right
Are
bone.
none of our skeletal servants able-bodied enough to assist you?
Estelle, you bearded squirrel. Toya said there was a turtle pasture somewhere in the Marley. Ah, great. I gotta go there, you know. What? I can't give you Sir Reginald as a deposit. You're mad. He's my fish companion, not my pirate pass. Oh, don't you go being a hero now, Reg. Pah! We'll find another way. Don't you wait. Come on, Reg. Let's just try poking around in the below a bit ourselves. At some point we ought to find what we're looking for. Ah, that's bone drenching. Let's go under for a bit. Ugh, someone's got to wash my eyes out after seeing that. Yuck! The depths have released me. The depths call me. Nah, it's not here. Although these rusty nails look mighty useful. Right, I'm coming, Sir Reginald. Back on top. I'm coming, Sir Reginald. Would you look at that? That's our little turtle pasture. They seem to like it here. Yeah, I know. The turtles always have it better than you do. I'll step on a shell or two. $14, $15, $16, great! That's all I needed. Thanks a lot, folks. Now, Sir Reginald, we must leave the same way we came, using my anchor. Can't have Estelle knowing about our little back door. My power lies below. Perfect. That's the turtle eggs done. I'm certain the Marley will be elated to hear about our progress, Sir
I will
Reginald.
try my hand at cards later. Care to join me?
Is
A
nobody
pirate
ever
still
going to play shark with me?
Oi, Marley! It's original and me looking to check in. How's the rot holding up?
It's just a dirty spot.
Ha! I disagree to agree. Fortunately, I found a turtle pasture below deck, so it won't take long anymore.
Yes, very fortunate.
Now, there's just a starfish missing. I just gotta see if Toya is willing to play me for it.
I'm happy to hear that there's no chance of you receiving the final ingredient then.
Ha! Don't you wait, Marley. Sir Reginald and I may have some tricks up our sleeve.
It's probably unwise to tell me that you're planning to cheat.
Cheat? Nah, of course not. Well, we gotta get going now. Come, Sir Reginald. There's some preparing we have to do.
My soul is razor sharp. Straight to the point.
I was wondering where the captain's hand had disappeared to.
Pretty gutsy to use your own hand in a treasure hunt and pump it so full of soul energy.
I'd still have preferred his hand on his body.
I guess sometimes you have to make sacrifices, even with your power.
Unfortunately, I cannot refute that. I will make do with extracting the energy from his hand.
I'll be there soon.